Hey guys, Ebo here. My name is Ebo Onwunali. I just caught myself off guard with the camera. I don't have a selfie stick with me, so my hand is the selfie stick. But I want to make a quick video to kind of like tell you guys a little bit about why I decided to invest in onG.social. That's ONG.social. This is a social media platform founded by Christopher Kramer. It's actually co-founded by Christopher Kramer, and in short, the platform essentially shares its advertising money with you, its advertising revenue, right? So you have a 10% option. I believe the free accounts come with like 10%. But the thing I like the most about it is that you have an opportunity to upgrade your account to get 80% of the ad revenue that's earned from your onG.social profile, and also once the ICO launches and finish, users will have the opportunity to fight fake news and earn onG coins, which is all valuable and monetizable through the various exchanges that it will be listed with and so forth. I'm not going to go too much into the crypto side of it, but I just want to talk a little bit about why I like the platform. If you know anything about fake news or statistics, like my professor in college told me that with statistics you can pretty much make anything true, right? And that's exactly what's going on today with fake news, right? So we all have left the TVs behind and we read our online blogs and we go on social media to get our news, which is a wonderful thing because we're interacting with each other and sharing things with each other. But the issue with that is now that people that have this ability and this intelligence and this technology are able to like essentially play with us, our minds, get us to feel certain things emotionally that's not true, or at least that's based off of falsified information that looks real to you or feels real, right? So to give an example, NPR literally reported recently that they're using artificial intelligence to make to edit videos that was already pre-recorded. They did it. They did an example with President Obama. You could read about that. Google it somewhere. Trust me, it's easy to find. President Obama, fake videos, artificial intelligence or AI. You find it. So when you have this kind of effort being made to advance the production of fake news, we have to have an equal and massive effort being put forward to meet this challenge and stop it right there and then. And right now, as we speak, onG.social, that's ONG.social, and it's the only platform that I know of right now that's fully functional and living on the blockchain, or soon to live on a blockchain that is rewarding people to help it fight fake news. And on top of that, we can still interact with each other and share with each other like we do on all the other social network platforms. And we can still publish to those social network platforms at whatever we create on onG. So this is essentially a dashboard that fights fake news and shares the money that it earns with you. I mean, if that's not partnering with you, I kind of don't know what is, I mean, think about it. Every other social network, what happens? You go there, you create a free account, you go there and you give them like hours of your day, you curate all this content, you debate over things you're passionate about, you get into arguments and have joys and downs and booms and busts. But in the meantime, all this data is being used to share with advertisers who pay a lot of money to get in front of you based on what you're interested in, right? I do this for my own business. So, with onG, you're essentially doing the same thing, right? They're selling ads to advertisers, who are interested in reaching you because you're the money, you're the source, right? So, but the difference is they're saying, hey, we want to be your partner, right? We want to give you at least 10% of the ad revenues. But if you want, you could upgrade and get 80% of the ad revenues that come from your social profile on onG, right? So they're truly, truly partnering with you rather than using you. That's the thing that I like the most about onG, to be honest. When it comes to an economic perspective, we all have to pay bills, and you can't pay bills with likes. On onG, you could pay bills with all that time you dedicate to social media. Now, on top of that, think of a world in which we have to one day leave and go home, but we leave children here. Do you want to leave your children in a more divisive world that's being propelled, the division being propelled by fake news and fake media and fake everything is getting smarter by the day. Remember, artificial intelligence gets smarter. That's the point. That's what Google and all these companies, it gets smarter over time. It just learns, it just keeps learning, and it gets smarter. So eventually we're going to probably get to the point where if there's not enough awareness about this, and there's not a platform like onG actually incentivizing and paying people to meet fake news head on and killing it, like straight up killing it, because you're doing the homework. See, we can count on the journalists to do the homework, and we could say CNN is terrible, we could say whoever is terrible, right? But at the end of the day, what affects us in our society is our responsibility. Us, not them, us, right? So, you know, but I understand people have to pay their bills, people have to live, so forth. So nobody really has the time to sit there and be a fact checker for you know, some journalist that has an agenda, or some political group that has an agenda, or some foreign country that wants to help us run our elections, you know. But when you put in a position where you can be given tokens, onG tokens, which you can exchange for money and take care of your life, fact checking doesn't sound so bad at all now, does it? You know, and it's these type of progressive ideas that we need to push our world forward. The world is changing right in front of us, guys, through blockchain technology, through some social movements. You know, some countries are more fed up than others, and some populations are more fed up than other populations. But the one consistent underlying truth is that people are tired of being played for dummies. And people are tired of being told what to do with their life, which they came here freely, right? You come free, and then you're like being told how to live your life. You're being told what's true and what's not true. So long story short, this is not going to get any better. The trajectory we're on right now is a trajectory in which we all hate each other because somebody used fake information to convince us that this group is so terrible and that group is so terrible, and we must protect this group first, and we must do this to this group second, right? And then we might even have a situation where, you know, if the intelligence, the artificial intelligence, is good enough to fool us through video, to make, you know, to make a speech that President Obama did sound totally different and change up the facts in it and look so real, imagine how much smarter it would be 10 years from now. So long story short, my favorite thing about onG is the fact that it's truly partnering with his users and helping the users make a difference in their lives financially. You know, can you imagine Kevin Hart on onG, and, you know, he's getting paid for his endorsements, then he's getting paid for the traffic that comes to his profile, and vice versa. And forget Kevin Hart, but imagine you, how much time do you spend on Facebook a day? So that's just my favorite part. That's why I'm going in really hard with that part. But to me, the most important part is the fact that we now have a platform to help us keep the facts straight. So I invested in the pre-ICO onG coin offering. You know, it's really it's not the initial coin offering yet. You could get in before that. I'm not gonna tell you what to do because I'm not an investment advisor, but if you have some extra money, talk to an investment advisor and kind of like, you know, really go through this. And I would take a very deep look, because in my view, from an investment perspective and a user perspective, onG.social is a clear no-brainer. Thank you, Christopher. Thank you, Rosenbush. I'm sorry. Thank you to every single member of the onG team, because what you guys are doing are very important. It's very important. It's incredibly important. And I'm just happy that I'm alive and aware enough and know enough about the world to be able to be a part of it from an investment perspective, and to also be on the platform making a difference. Congratulations, guys. Wonderful platform, wonderful concept. We need more concepts like this to help us take control of our future and not put it into any centralized, let's not create any centralized, unrealistic expectations about unrealistic centralized entities. If that makes any sense, right? So that being said, peace and love. Any questions, let me know. My name once again is Ebo. You can find me on onG, Ebo the Grateful. Actually Ebo Onwunali, but I go by Ebo the Grateful online. Thanks so much, guys, for listening. look into onG.social. There's, I believe they just extended the initial coin offering, which will start in August, the middle of August. So definitely do your homework, look into it. I'm so excited that this is going on. I'm excited. I really am. I don't know how to explain it. But anyway, I just want to share with you guys. Make sure you go out and check it out and let me know if you have any questions, all right? Peace and love.